I wish, I wish I could turn on my camera, but the internet is really unstable, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now. That's okay.
No worries.
Yeah. I suppose you're still in India, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you for making the time, everyone, to be here today. As I explained earlier, I think it'd just be really good to have an opportunity for Nad and Patrick, for both of you to be able to introduce yourselves. And given the project is coming along now, this was also part of the plan, to have Rimba and Nad have the opportunity to hear from other people in the Cardano community, the other builders who are part of this project. Perhaps Nad, if you'd like to introduce yourself first, then share about Rimba, and then Patrick, you can go after.
Patrick already heard about our mission on the field or not?
Maybe you can answer that, Patrick.
A little bit, but it would be good if you can explain it again in a few sentences.
Okay. So Rimba is a French and Indonesian non-profit organization. So we have many projects there in Indonesia, in West Sumatra. We have a project of rainforest conservation, also sea turtle protection. We have also a recycling center for plastic waste. So we have a machine that turns plastic into fuel. And also environmental learning center for kids to raise awareness to the kids of the village, and sometimes adults also, but mostly kids.
Yeah, that sounds really good, and really like a strong mission, of course.
Yeah, and we try to make a link between different thematic, and we try to include the people in each project, and at all the steps of the project also.
Okay, and maybe quickly from my side. So my name is Patrick. As you know, I'm the founder of a company called NMaker, and what NMaker does is basically we provide infrastructure for companies and businesses and NGOs and so on, to launch on Cardano. So we try to make it as easy as possible. And I think, the thing that draws me to Cardano is really this idea of leveling the playing field and making it fair for everyone. There shouldn't be different systems for, rich people or poor people. They should all have the same tools, at least at their hands. And I think that's the core of, crypto, of Bitcoin, of all this. And sometimes it's a little bit lost in all the hype and speculation, but the Cardano community specifically is very focused on that. And I think, Raz and Cole kind of show that and demonstrate that very nicely.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Patrick, for that shout out. And just so you know as well, Nad, Patrick and his team have been working tirelessly with a lot of different types of teams, as he mentioned, NGOs, companies, and across different sectors. So one of their recent collaborations, I believe, Patrick, right? It's tokenizing diamonds. So you have diamonds that are now represented digitally on the blockchain, and all of the use cases and benefits around that. So yeah, going back to with Rimba and the projects that Nad shared, what we're starting with is using art as activism and NFTs as a vehicle to support the purchase of land, which is one of the projects Rimba have been working on for some years now, and it's an ongoing effort. So going to what you said, Patrick, about the original vision of crypto, I think that was one of the reasons why I thought of NAD and Rimba and how it could be having some real world impact using the tools as they were originally designed for, and bringing it into people's hands. So I just shared an article in the chat because we've also kind of forged the alliance. Nad, you remember we had the conversation with Jan a few weeks back from the Indonesian Eastern Town Hall.
Mhm.
So there is also another artist based in Indonesia who is making physical art using recycled materials and glass, and we're working on bringing that on chain with NFTs, digital art, as part of this project. And I suppose we'll have more conversations on that, Patrick, but yeah, that's just to bring you up to speed with what's been happening so far. Do you have any questions, Ned, given what's been shared so far, or maybe any updates from your side?
No, I don't have this from my side, because the artist that I know, it will be available for a call in December, maybe at the end of December. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Just to clarify then for Patrick as well, that so NAD has already worked with artists who are in France, right?
Yeah.
And they raised funds to support Rimba in the traditional sense. So this would be a new conversation to talk about how that could be brought to the blockchain and NFTs to support their efforts and help them understand opportunities, right? So we had begun the conversation with NAD, and so end of December we should have another call perhaps to see how that looks in reality, and also with the Indonesian artist. So we'll have another call in the weeks to come to see how concretely it's going to be working to support Rimba and using as we've built out so far the proof of impact platform and the NMaker studio infrastructure.
Yeah, I mean,
oh, sorry, please.
no, go ahead.
If people buy NFTs, they can receive the paint at home or not?
The painting, the real painting,
Yeah.
physical painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the ways it can be done. The real piece of art is sent physically to the holder of the digital representation.
Mhm.
So the NFT is like a certificate of ownership, and
Okay.
then they can prove it and match it to the physical. And Patrick's got a lot of experience with different projects and artists that have already done that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's exactly what we do with the diamonds. Basically, the diamonds are in like a vault in Liechtenstein. It's a little bit, but essentially, what people can do is they can take the NFT and they can destroy the NFT and get the physical piece sent to them. So I think doing something like that for like nice physical artworks is no problem. We've done it many times, and it's actually really cool.
Maybe just to add to that, like, why would the owner of an NFT destroy the NFT? In the example for the
it comes down
diamonds.
to the use case, right? Yeah, it's not like you don't have to destroy the NFT if you don't want to, but for the diamonds, of course, it makes sense because they're purely an investment vehicle. But for art, it doesn't necessarily make sense. It's more like if you have a piece that's not easily transportable, like a diamond or even like physical art piece in a museum or something like that. then having an NFT is really great, because then you make it very flexible and you can just send it across borders in one click, basically. And there it makes sense to have a mechanism to say, okay, now we detach it again from the blockchain and we focus on the virtual one again if someone wants to like purchase the whole thing and move it. We the NFT is just enhancement and store out it and so on, and maybe the supply chain, whatever we want, basically, just directly connect one to the RFQs.
Is it just me that's receiving that message a bit with some interference? Or...
No, it's really
Yeah,
bad.
that could be.
The quality is really bad. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to understand.
Okay, give me one.
Everything.
Sorry, Patrick.
I thought it was maybe me.
And yeah, Cole, how are you doing? You just recently touched down back home now as well,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. No, I've been doing good. I got some of the worst jet lag I've ever had in my life, though. So I've been kind of sleeping the last couple of days, or not meaning to sleep so much. But yeah, no, I'm feeling a lot better though. Super nice to be back, touchdown.
Yeah, we all got to meet each other in Dubai, Nad. So
Yeah.
yeah,
How was it?
It was awesome.
Yeah, nice to be able to have that time as well in person, right? I think it's been a year since the last time, so
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess if there's no other questions or updates, I mean, it was nice to kind of like just have that intro now. We'll kind of know who's who, and we'll be doing this probably on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, Patrick. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date as to when we have another round of calls with other people in the project.
Yep, sounds very good. And next time, hopefully, with a little bit better internet. I've been battling it all day.
All right. Nad or Cole, do either of you have anything you'd like to add before I turn off the recording?
I don't think so. At least not at the time. But I bet some stuff will come up over the next week or so.
Okay. Okay, Nad. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And thanks a lot, Patrick.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Stop the recording. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Too.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day.
Catch up soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So,
Did you want to maybe hop on another